In this video, I'm going to be looking at AJ Bell Dodl. It's an app-only investment platform from one of the big trusted names in UK investing, and that's AJ Bell. So in this review, I'm going to cover the main features of the app, who it might be good for, and crucially the fees and how it compares to other similar investment apps. Now, investment apps regularly adopt new features and products, and fees can change. So for the latest detailed breakdown, make sure you check out our full AJ Bell Dodl review on the Money to the Masses website. I put a link to that in the description below, and also it's going to appear on screen as well. So what is AJ Bell Dodl? Think of it as AJ Bell's answer to the new wave of simpler app-based investment platforms. It's been designed from the ground up to be easy to use, cutting out a lot of the complexity you might find on other full service platforms like AJ Bell's main You Invest service. And there's a deliberate move by AJ Bell to capture a share of the market favouring straightforward app driven investing, putting it in competition with other popular apps aimed at beginner investors such as Moneybox. Now, what I will say is that it does really feel like they've done their market research and got the things that people really want in terms of fees and charges and investment choices, and that simplicity, which I'll explain more in this review. In terms of investment products, AJ Bell Dodl covers the main bases. It has a stocks and shares ISA for tax-free investing, a pension for your retirement savings, and a general investment account, a GIA. Crucially, it also offers a lifetime ISA, something that's not available on every platform. So if you're aged 18 to 39 and saving for your first home or for retirement, you can get a 25% government bonus on contributions up to the maximum of £4,000 a year. So let's look at the fees, as this is where Dodl really stands out. The headline charge is just 0.15% of the value of your investments a year. That is incredibly low, putting it among the cheapest percentage-based platforms on the market, alongside the likes of Vanguard. Unlike Moneybox, it doesn't charge a monthly subscription fee for using its investment service. Moneybox charges £1 a month. However, Dodl does charge a minimum charge of £1 a month per account. So how that works in practice is, if you do the maths and that headline fee of 0.15% a year as a platform charge, if you have more than £8,000 invested, you won't notice that £1 minimum because you're obviously paying more than that. So if you have less than £8,000 invested in an AJ Bell Dodl ISA, for example, then you will pay a £1 a month minimum fee. Once you get above that £8,000, then that minimum drops away. There is a minimum per product, so that means if you had an ISA, pension and a lifetime ISA, you are effectively paying that minimum fee if you don't have at least £8,000 in each of those products. So for very small amounts, let's say £1,000, that £12 a year minimum fee can represent a charge of 1.2%, which is actually significantly higher than that headline rate of 0.15% of your assets under their management. That being said, it's still much cheaper than its competitors. Vanguard recently introduced a £4 a month minimum fee for its self-invested products, and Moneybox charges the £1 subscription fee a month on top of its 0.45% platform fee. So when compared, it still represents good value versus its competitors. In terms of other costs, there are no fees for buying or selling investments, whether that's funds or shares, and that is a definite plus, especially if you plan to invest regularly each month, say from £25 a month, which is the minimum, or make occasional changes to your holdings. So you can see that AJ Bell Dodl's fee structure makes it extremely competitive once you get past that £8,000 mark, especially if you trade frequently. So what can you actually invest in on the Dodl platform? It's deliberately streamlined range of investments. You won't find thousands of options available like you can find on AJ Bell's main platform, but that's the point of Dodl. It's deliberately designed to be less overwhelming but offer smaller selections of investment options that people actually want. With Dodl, there is £100 minimum initial lump sum, or you can start investing regularly with a contribution of £25 a month by direct debit. There are three main investment options, and I'll quickly run through those. Firstly, you've got the AJ Bell funds. These are ready-made portfolios built and managed by AJ Bell's experts. There are about 8 of them in total, offering different levels of risk from cautious to adventurous. Plus there is a reasonable growth option as well as a pension option. You can pick the one that suits your risk appetite, and AJ Bell then handles everything else, including picking the underlying investment mix and rebalancing the portfolio from time to time. Next, there are 30 themed investment options to choose from. These are popular tracker funds and ETFs, exchange traded funds from big names like Vanguard, HSBC, iShares, Fidelity and Legal and General. They've been grouped into themes with easy to understand titles. Examples include UK Top 100, Robo, Evolution and Across the Pond. There are global trackers too, like the HSBC FTSE All World Index Fund, which Dodl calls on top of the world. You can also invest in 3 of the possible 5 Vanguard life strategy funds that exist: the 40% equity version, the 60% and the 80% equity version. This is where I think Dodl went out and did its market research very well, because they are incredibly popular funds for people who want to invest and forget. So you are able to access these funds with the Dodl platform. Finally, if you're interested in shares, then you can buy individual shares. Roughly about 80 well-known UK and US companies are available, so the likes of Amazon, Apple and BP. Now, this curated approach is AJ Bell Dodl's core trade-off. You are effectively sacrificing choice for simplicity and lower costs. If you're happy with these popular mainstream options, it works well. If you want niche funds, specific ETFs, investment trusts or a wider range of global shares, then AJ Bell Dodl isn't really for you. A really nice feature, especially if you're building up cash before investing or holding some back, is that AJ Bell Dodl pays a very competitive rate of interest on cash held within its ISAs and lifetime ISAs. These rates do fluctuate over time, so make sure you check out that full article and review on the Money to Masses website, and there is a link in the notes of this video. So in summary, AJ Bell Dodl is a strong contender if you're looking for something simple, low cost and user friendly, and a way to get into investing. I really do like it. The key attractions are that low 0.15% headline fee. I know there's that £1 minimum monthly fee to bear in mind as well, but as I've mentioned and explained, it doesn't impact you if you start to have more than £8,000 in an investment product. The absence of any dealing costs as well is very competitive and I think very attractive, and also the interest paid on uninvested cash in its ISAs and lifetime ISA is very attractive too. It's particularly well suited for beginners who find traditional platforms daunting and are happy with a simplified range of popular funds and shares. Like most execution-only platforms, AJ Bell Dodl doesn't offer financial advice. The AJ Bell funds are managed, but the choice of which fund, theme or share to invest in is ultimately yours. You'll need to make your own investment decisions based on your investment goals and risk tolerance. Finally, it's worth reiterating that Dodl is part of AJ Bell. So AJ Bell is a FTSE 250 company regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, and it's been around for over 25 years and is trusted by over 500,000 investors. So that should provide a level of reassurance that's important when you're choosing where to invest your money. As always, do make sure you check out the full review on the Money to Masses website of AJ Bell Dodl and its other competitors. We put a link in the description below this video, and all of those reviews are continually updated. If you found this useful, do make sure you hit that like button, but also subscribe to the channel.